Hi everyone, it's Miss Phillips. How are you? Today is Friday, April 3rd, 2020, and I have a bedtime story for you tonight, but you don't have to wait until it's bedtime before you listen to it. Before I start my story, let me just say that you see some Cabbage Patch dolls back there. Those are mine, and some of them belong to my mom, and those are my little Cabbage Patch doll collection. You can't see some of them. Let me see if I can move this. There's two more back in there. There you go. You can kind of see them. And the sewing machine is my mom's old sewing machine. It's in that case right there. And that way up there is a picture that my mom painted. And here I am again. All right, I'm going to go ahead and read to you tonight Pete the Cat and the Bedtime Blues. Here's the front cover of the book, the back cover of the book, the spine of the book. On the front cover of the book, there's the title, Pete the Cat and the Bedtime Blues. And it says it is by Kimberly and James Dean. So they worked on it together. They are the author and illustrator of the book. Here is the end papers. We haven't really talked about that yet. There's all kinds of things that Pete the Cat is doing. Here's the title page inside the book. Opposite the title page, there's information about where the book was made. Sometimes the author will write a dedication. You couldn't see her, but Maggie just ran through. And this dedication is to all the kids who love Pete the Cat. Stay groovy. Pete and the gang had a great day. They'd been at the beach, surf and sun, and lots of fun. Wow. But when the sun went down, they didn't want the fun to end. Pete had an idea. What do you think Pete's idea is? He wants to keep having fun. Hey, how about a sleepover? More time for tons of fun. Groovy. Pete's place. Let's go. They're gonna have a sleepover. How fun. The party was far out, but they knew they couldn't stay up all night. The gang decided it was time to say goodnight. Looks like they're having a lot of fun. Looks like they had some pizza. Like they were coloring, playing drums. On went the pajamas and out went the light. Good night, Gus. Good night, Alligator. Good night, Toad. Good night, Pete. I don't know about you, but usually during a sleepover, nobody sleeps. Pete was just about to catch some Z's when, clap, clap, clap. Who did that? Pete asked. It was me, said Grumpy Toad. I don't want to go to bed. I want to clap instead. Pete covered his head. This cool cat needs to go to bed. Good night, Gus. Good night, Alligator. Good night, Toad. Good night, Pete. Time to sleep. Do you think they're going to sleep this time? Pete tried again to catch some Z's when rat-a-tat-tat-tat, rat-a-tat-tat. Who did that? Pete asked. It was me, said Gus the platypus. I don't want to go to bed. I want to jam instead. Pete covered his head. This cool cat needs to go to bed. Time to sleep. Good night, Gus. Good night, Alligator. Good night, Toad. Good night, Pete. Pete closed his eyes to catch some Z's. When he heard munch, 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 munch. Pete had a hunch it was alligator. He was always up for eating. What could Pete do? Munch, 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 munch. All the clapping, rat-a-tat-tatting, and munching was giving him the bedtime blues. Pete had a groovy idea. Pete always has ideas. What do you think he's going to do? Let's find out. He got out his favorite bedtime story and started to read, first to himself and then to the gang. His favorite bedtime story is called Pete the Cat and 10 Little Monsters. Pete noticed it was finally quiet. No more clapping, no more rat-a-tat-tatting, and no more munching. Think everybody fell asleep? They all settled down. No one made a sound. Pete yawned and turned off the light. Good night, sleep tight. Time to catch some Z's. Oh, look, everybody's asleep. Tomorrow was another day for surfing, sun, and tons of fun. And they did, they all fell asleep. And they're dreaming about what they're going to do tomorrow. And that is the end. Here are the end papers at the back of the book. Well, I hope you liked that story. Pete the Cat is always a fun character to read about. Well, I will see you again on Monday. I'll put out another video Monday. I'm not sure if I'll be reading a book or maybe doing an art project. I haven't decided yet. I hope you have a great weekend. And be safe, have fun, help your parents around the house. Give everybody a big hug for me. And I'll see you on Monday. Bye.